Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final day of the AFLW trade period. We had plenty of trades, but Adam Cooney has finally got his wish. A mega trade. Oh, it was a mega trade, all right. It involved 11 clubs, 12 players. You heard me correctly. 11 clubs, 12 players, or 10 clubs and 12 players. It was massive. And we're going to get into that huge deal, and some other trades around that as well. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been a frenetic, exciting end to the AFLW trade period. I'll do a full club-by-club trade wrap video tomorrow. That's for then. But for now, let's go through today's trades. I'll do a grading system tomorrow and everything like that. So one of the first trades for today was Bess Keeney is officially a Bombers player, along with pick 72, and Gold Coast received pick 53. Gold Coast is vice captain, 31 years of age, a solid player. The Bombers get it. Who wins that trade? I say the Bombers do because the player is probably better than pick 53. So well done to Bess Keeney joining the Bombers. Then on top of that today, we had the surprise of the trade period. Giselle Davies is officially a Swans player. Giselle Davies is officially a Swans player. Gold Coast's key position player. Out of nowhere, really, this one came. Gold Coast received pick 55. Again, I'd say Sydney win this trade. A surprise trade. I know their coach Scott Gowans and they wanted key defenders, some inside mids. They addressed that. Again, Kira Helia from the Brisbane Lions, a young key defender, and Giselle Davies, who they may employ to play as a key defender. So the Swans got help for BT Brenton, who signed a 2-year extension today. Well done, BT, very well deserved. And of course, Laura Gardner got a 4-year deal with the Swans, also well deserved. Speaking of the Swans are involved in this trade. Swan Alicia Newman is no longer a Swan. She is now a GWS player, along with pick 34, and the Swans received pick 30. You've seen some pick swaps kind of slide back a little bit, and you get a player involved. Because there's no future picks, see, so you kind of got to try something else. You've got a pick that you think the player's not worth, and you fight and argue, you kind of have to throw picks in that you've got, and you can't really bring in any others unless you trade with other clubs for current picks. So for this trade, I would say that GWS Winfield, because they get the player, because it's only a 4-pick upgrade, but the Swans, whoever they could get, this will probably be an inside mid in the draft. Scott Gowans mentioned they want some inside mids as well, and I'm assuming that's where they'll target here. But all the best to Alicia Newman, who's now a Giants player, the small forward. And next trade we got is Courtney Murphy. He's officially a Giants player, along with pick 39, a similar trend here. Brisbane get pick 30, which was Sydney's. So, yeah, although that was before this trade, actually. Courtney Murphy trade was first, then that's how Sydney got 30. But anyway, we backtrack. So Courtney Murphy is a Giants player, along with pick 39. I'd say that the Giants win again, purely because of the player, a young ruck. So we'll have to see how they go there. The last trade of the day was a pick swap, just Fremantle getting picks 52 and 73 from the Giants, and Giants was 61 and 66. Giants want to go a few picks together. Freo wanted a bit earlier, so they get a later one and an earlier one. Now the big trade, the mega trade. Well, what a good one it was, and all these clubs involved. I'll tell you what, let me go through. So how I'm going to go through this one, because it's very hard to go through a mega trade. The clubs involved are Adelaide, Brisbane, Collingwood, Essendon, Fremantle, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Richmond, West Coast, and the Western Bulldogs. I kid you not, they are the clubs that are involved in this, and there's 11 players involved in this. So what I'm going to do, it's almost impossible to go through what each club got in and out in terms of where it went, etc. So I'm going to go through each club's ins and outs. So Adelaide, they brought in picks 22, 26, and 33 in this trade. Out went Montana McKinnon, backup ruckman to Richmond, round a pick 18, 37, and 40. So 2 picks in the 20s, a picks in the 30s, which kind of, and then you lose 18, 37, and 40, and the play Montana McKinnon. So really, it values Montana McKinnon around the 26 to 33 range. So that's about right, maybe around 30 more. But regardless, that's Adelaide's in. So not too bad. And they slid back from 18 to 22. So not too bad for the Crows. Not the best, but not the worst. Brisbane, they brought in pick 21, 31, 46. Out went Anila McKee. That was a surprise trade. She went out to the Bulldogs along with pick 12. So really, Brisbane got 21 and 31 for 12, and the player is the major part there. I mean, big 12 and 21 is a big gap compared to those previous ones. So, and considering the pick is more valuable at that range, clearly, this could be an interesting one, the Lions. Maybe they value some more plays around 20 to 40 than they do earlier on in terms of do they need anyone as early? Like, they're a premiership team too, keeping that in mind. So theirs is in a watch this space. The Pies, they brought in Michaela Hyde from Freo, who was actually a Collingwood fan. This one was a real shock as well. Along with pick 29, out went Ash Brazil to Freo and pick 31. Slid back, went up 2 picks, got Michaela Hyde. Ash Brazil is more experienced and plays more regularly. But Michaela Hyde, a Pies fan growing up, let's say she's much younger, so she's got time on her side. We'll see how she'll go in the Pies outfit. So well done to Michaela Hyde and welcome to the Pies. Essendon, they brought in Maddy Gay from Melbourne, pick 19 and 37. Out went pick 13 and 33. So it kind of values Maddy Gay around 13 to 19 range. So they did pretty well there. They lost really their first round pick and 33 for the player and another first round pick. So I think they did pretty well out of this, if we're being brutally honest, the Bombers. Now, Fremantle. Yes, I knew that had happened, wouldn't I? How did I know that would happen, being at cricket and doing this? But anyway, we move on. So then also in that trade, I'm getting absolutely thrown off now. I don't know if you could see that. I've got my notes in front of my screen, so I couldn't quite tell. But anyway, thrown off. Okay, where are we? Was up to Freo? Yeah, Fremantle. They brought in Ash Brazil from the Pies, experienced player, and Gabby Newton, a star player from the Bulldogs, with pick 61. Now and Michaela Hyde, pick 6. That's a big out. 46 and 51. So Ash Brazil was probably around 20. Gabby Newton around 15 range. So it kind of makes it our 2 first-round picks for pick 6, basically. Or 2 players that would be first-rounders, probably more than likely for pick 6. So that's kind of the main part of it. And Michaela Hyde as well thrown in there with pick 46 and 51. And she's a solid player, though, Michaela Hyde. One to watch for the Pies, as I said. Fremantle did all right. Gold Coast, they brought in Katie Lynch from the Bulldogs, a defender, all-Australian defender, and Charlotte Wilson, a young defender, along with pick 44. They lost a few players in this trade. Lauren Ahrens to the Bulldogs, along with Jasmyn Smith to the Bulldogs, pick 14 and 38. Who won this? Well, Gold Coast probably lost a little bit more, but they're going to have a lot of faith in Katie Lynch and Charlotte Wilson. If they can be key best 21 players, then it'll work. But it's a bit of an interesting one. Pick 14 and 2 players and 44. So it will be an interesting one. I've got faith in Katie Lynch, an all-Australian player, and Charlotte Wilson, a young key defender that could do well there. Now, Melbourne, they brought in Lily Johnson, a young player from the Port Adelaide Footy Club, along with pick 12, 23, and 40. They wanted a lot of top-end draft picks, and they've gotten that. Out goes Maddy Gay, Charlotte Wilson, pick 19, 26, and 56. I think the Demons did really well out of this. I think they really did. They lost 19 and Maddy Gay and Charlotte Wilson as the main 3 that went out. They gained pick 12, 23, and Lily Johnson. So around the mark as well. It depends how you value some of these players. So for Port Adelaide, they brought in Kirsty Lamb, pick 18, 24, and 56. Out went Lily Johnson, pick 4, 21, and 44. Now, the big factor out of this is that Adelaide's first pick, I think off the top of my head, was 22, and Port Adelaide's is 18. So, because Piper Window, who I've had on the podcast, is a star midfielder from South Australia, she'll be joining the power, you would think, through the draft now, because Port Adelaide will have the first pick in the SA part of the draft with pick 18, which is technically, that's how it works. If you nominate for a state draft, only a state team in that state can pick you. Port's got 18, Adelaide's got 22. Piper Window was a top 3 pick, and would have been. So Port will snap her up at pick 18, which would be an absolute steal. Lauren Young, Molly Brooksby, Shanae Goody, and now, almost certainly, Piper Window. Port Adelaide have knocked this out of the park by retaining that pick ahead of Adelaide. And funnily enough, Adelaide is the one that gave them 18. What are you doing, Crows? What are you doing? Really? So for the power, they nailed it. Tick. Richmond, they brought in Montana McKinnon, pick 13. Out went pick 11 and 29. Slid down a couple of picks to go get pick 13. Montana McKinnon for 29, which kind of values around 27, 29, which is again about right. It's solid for Richmond. West Coast, they brought in picks 14 and 38. Out went 23 and 24. So 2 picks together in the early to mid 20s for 14 to go up 9 spots, and then they go back 15 spots at 38. did solid there as well. Now, the Bulldogs, they were very active. 3 players come in this trade alone. Probably about 6-7 players this trade period. Lauren Ahrens from the Suns, key defender. Jasmyn Smith, a small forward from the Suns also. And Adelaide McKee from the Brisbane Lions, a key position player, can play as a key forward. Pick 4, pick 6, pick 11, and pick 51. Our wing, Gabby Newton, who's the first-round pick. Katie Lynch, around the first-round pick as well. Kirsty Lamb, around the first-round pick. 22 and 61. I mean, those players are good, all well and good, and they're big outs. They're experienced players and mature bodies. But you bring in Lauren Ahrens, who can be a key defender. That takes Katie Lynch's spot. Jasmyn Smith can play as a small forward, and Alan McKee can play as a key forward, and she replaces Katie Lynch in the key position stock. So, well there. And then with the draft picks, they get pick 4, 6, and 11 and 51 for 22 and 61. So very, very dominant from the Western Bulldogs. So I'll repeat that again. Lauren Ahrens, Jasmyn Smith, Annalyn McKee. Pick 4, 6, 11, 51 out. Gabby Newton, Katie Lynch, Kirsty Lamb. Pick 22 and 61. Who do you think won this trade, everyone? Comment down below. I'm going to put the banner up. Let me get the picture up. Thank you to the Dockers for providing this, because no one else could. So I'll leave it up there. Pause the video if you want for a second. Look at the graphic there. It's everything I've just read. Tell me what you think. Which team won the trade? I think Adelaide nailed it, partly because of the fact, and the Bulldogs, because of the picks they got, the players they got, the Bulldogs in with those picks. They're going to have those top picks as well. And yeah, I just think they did very, very well. So the Bulldogs in this draft will have picks 1. Now, I've got to do this in a draft video, and trade wrap video tomorrow. The Bulldogs will have pick 1, pick 4, pick 6, and pick 11 as their first 4 picks. And that is absolutely insane. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for the coverage. The AFLW content will not stop. It will continue. The draft Monday night. I'll have the trade wrap video tomorrow, mention the draft picks. And then I'll have a draft, like a phantom draft type video, if you will, for the women's draft, which is on Monday night. Then I'll have a recap on the Monday night. And then on the Tuesday, or maybe not the Monday night, definitely on the Tuesday, if not the Monday night, we'll go through that and the whole lot. And yeah, and any interviews in between. Go check out the interviews I've done recently. 26 AFLW draftees, 31 AFLW players. So there's 57 videos you can go and check out. Or even watch it for a few minutes, leave a like, etc. Thanks for watching this. Smash this like button on this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. And